Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
I am Aishwarya Pahava. I am your maths teacher. Before starting today's class, I would like to give you some instructions. Please maintain the decorum of class. If you want to answer any question, please raise your left hand. And if you have any queries, you can ask me after the class. So please be ready with your maths books and notebooks. So students, if there are two students, suppose Ned and Ted, and if I say that Ned scored 20 marks in some exam and Ted scored 30 marks. So by looking at these numbers only, can you decide who performed better?
No, ma'am.
Okay, why?
Because we don't know the maximum marks out of which
Yeah.
these marks are attained.
Very good. We don't know what are the maximum marks. So suppose if I give you that information also, that Ned scored 20 out of 25 and Ted scored 30 out of 50. Now will you be able to decide who scored better?
No, ma'am, because maximum marks are different.
Yes, now the problem is that they are not having the same maximum marks. Their maximum marks are different. But we can do that. We can make their maximum marks same. We can consider their maximum marks as standard marks which are 100, and taking that marks as standard, we can calculate how much Ned scored. So what we can do is 20 over 25. We all know about fractions. So we know that we can multiply its numerator and denominator by the same number such that we get 100. So can you tell me what is that number?
4.
Very good. So if we multiply it by 4 in denominator, then we are going to do it by numerator as well. So that makes it 80 out of 100. Now, and similarly, if I do it for 30 over 50, so which is that number when we multiply with numerator and denominator to get 100 at the denominator? 50 times what is equals to 100?
2s are.
Yeah, very good. So 2 in denominator and 2 in numerator. So we will be getting 60 out of 100.
Okay, ma'am.
Now this was the Ned's score out of 100 and this was Ted's score out of 100. Now can you tell who performed better?
Ned.
Yes, very good. So we can understand by standardizing our marks to 100, we can realize that it's Ned who performed better than Ted. So now I would like to ask you all, what is percentage?
No, ma'am.
So that's the topic for us for today. Percent. So, like you see here, that we expressed Ned's score 80 out of 100 and we scored Ted's score 60 out of 100. So, when we are expressing scores out of 100, that is called your percentage. Percentage. Percentage has the meaning in its own word. Percent means out of 100. So whenever we are dealing with scores that contain out of 100 thing, so we call them percent. And so it has a presentation also because it has a name. So it has its own presentation. We denote it by this sign, a slash and two dots decides like that. So like suppose if I have to tell 80 out of 100 in terms of percent, I would say 80%. If I have to say 60 out of 100, so I would say 60%. I will give you some more example to make you understand this concept.